Dear students, in the last class we learnt about the elements of symmetry. It means the molecule should have a superimposable on its mirror image. There are three elements of symmetry are present. One is plane of symmetry, another one is center of symmetry, and axis of symmetry. When these symmetry should be present in the molecule, that should be called it as optically inactive. If three elements of symmetry, in that one of the symmetry should absent, that also call it as a optically active. If one of the in these three symmetry, one of the symmetry should be present in the molecule, that is also call it as a optically inactive. Do you get it? ಇವು ಮೂರಲ್ಲಿ ಯಾವುದಾದ್ರೂ ಒಂದು ಪ್ರೆಸೆಂಟ್ ಇದ್ರೂ ಅದನ್ನು ಆಪ್ಟಿಕಲಿ ಇನ್ಆಕ್ಟಿವ್ ಅಂತ ಕರಿತೀವಿ. ಇವು ಮೂರಲ್ಲಿ ಒಂದು ಆಬ್ಸೆಂಟ್ ಇದ್ರೂ ಕೂಡ ಅದನ್ನು ಆಪ್ಟಿಕಲಿ ಆಕ್ಟಿವ್ ಮಾಲಿಕ್ಯೂಲ್ಸ್ ಅಂತ ಕರಿತೀವಿ. ಗೊತ್ತಾಯ್ತಾ? ಫಸ್ಟ್ ಒನ್ನಲ್ಲಿ ಪ್ಲೇನ್ ಆಫ್ ಸಿಮೆಟ್ರಿ. It is a plane which bisects the molecule into two equal halves which look like a mirror image of each other. When we are taking a molecule, that molecule should be cut into two equal halves. When we see one half, that should be see the mirror image of the other half. Okay, that is called it as a plane of symmetry. Next, second one is center of symmetry. In that there will be one point is there in the molecule, that should be center. The line should be drawn, okay, drawn from any atom to this point. Okay, here I am writing a line from the COOH group to the point. After that, extend to an equal distance beyond the point. This line should be extended beyond the point up to till next end. In that end we will find the same molecule present when we start the line drawing. Okay, in that ಒಂದು ಸೆಂಟರ್ ಇರುತ್ತೆ, ಅದರಲ್ಲಿ ಯಾವುದಾದ್ರೂ ಒಂದು ಆಟಮಿಂದ ನಾವು ಲೈನ್ ಡ್ರಾ ಮಾಡೋಕ್ಕೆ ಶುರು ಮಾಡಿದ್ರೆ ಅದನ್ನು ಎಕ್ಸ್ಟೆಂಡ್ ಮಾಡಿದಾಗ ಕೊನೆಯಲ್ಲಿ ಒಂದು ಎಂಡ್ ಬರುತ್ತೆ. ಆ ಎಂಡಲ್ಲಿರುವಂಥ ಆಟಮು ಮತ್ತು ನಾವು ಸ್ಟಾರ್ಟ್ ಮಾಡಿರುವಂಥ ಆಟಮು ಎರಡೂ ಕೂಡ ಸೇಮ್ ಇರುತ್ತೆ. ಸೊ ದಟ್ ಈಸ್ ಕಾಲ್ ಇಟ್ ಆಸ್ ಅ ಸೆಂಟರ್ ಆಫ್ symmetry. Next, axis of symmetry. If a molecule is rotated by an angle 360 by n, okay, about an imaginary axis. Imaginary axis means that should be rotate in all the directions. Passing through it, the molecule converted into second molecule identical in all aspects. It means when we rotate the molecule, it look like a same molecule. Okay, but there will be only changes in the places of atoms. Here you have to observe, here there will be n is equal to 3. It means 3 axes of symmetry should be possible. So angle is 120 degree. When we rotate this molecule into 120 degree, this F1 goes to place of F2, F2 goes to place of F3, and F3 comes to place of F1. Okay, see, like this. When we are seeing these should be same, but the replacement of atoms, okay, that is called it as a axis of symmetry. Next, we will move on to the, in today's class we learnt about the asymmetric or dissymmetric. Okay, both are same. You have to observe asymmetry or dissymmetry molecules, both are same. Okay, asymmetry or dissymmetry molecules means the plane of symmetry in the asymmetric molecule, the plane of symmetry is absent. Okay, symmetry is absent, but in the dissymmetry, plane of symmetry and center of symmetry are absent. Okay, so that's why both are same. In the asymmetric molecule, the plane of symmetry absent. Plane of symmetry means the molecule should not be, when the molecule bisects each other, the one of into two equal halves, one half should not look like a mirror image of the other. Do you get it? When the plane of symmetry is absent means when cut the molecule into two equal halves, one half of the molecule should not look like a mirror image of the other. That is called it as a absence of plane of symmetry, and center of symmetry means there will be not get identical atoms in two ends. Okay, when plane of symmetry and a center of symmetry is absent, plane of symmetry and center of symmetry is absent, the molecule is optically active. The molecule is optically active. Okay, there will be conditions is there when the molecule, when the symmetry, asymmetry or dissymmetry, the plane of symmetry and center of symmetry is absent, the molecule is optically active. And another condition is also there, there will be chiral carbon is present, chiral carbon is present. Okay, this chiral carbon means this carbon atom, chiral carbon atom bonded with four different atoms. Okay, that should be called it as a chiral carbon atom. Okay, chiral carbon atom means that carbon atom should be bonded with four different atoms. See here the example, carbon is there, one is CH3, another one is H, next Cl, here C2H5. Okay, this is called it as a chiral carbon atom. Chiral carbon atom or asymmetric carbon. Asymmetric carbon. Okay, do you get it? When the center of symmetry is present in the molecule, we need minimum two atoms should have as identical. Okay, but in the asymmetric and dissymmetric, both the center of symmetry and plane of symmetry is absent. So that's why this carbon atom should bonded with four different atoms. That four different atoms should be called it as a chiral carbon or a asymmetric carbon. Okay, and in that this carbon has sp3 hybridized. sp3 hybridized means the carbon should contain single bond. Okay, the carbon should be bonded with single bond, so that's why it is sp3 hybridized carbon, and it has a 4 sigma bond. I am talking about chiral carbon here. This chiral carbon has a single bond. Single bond it is means sigma bond, and when carbon is bonded with the single bond, that carbon contains a sp3 hybridization, and also this carbon is bonded with four different atoms and satisfy the valency of carbon. It means the valency of carbon is 4. Do you know that carbon is equal to 6 atomic number, 1s2, 2s2, 2p2. In the outermost shell there are 4 electrons are present. 4 valency for carbon is 4. Okay, here 1 2 3 4 4 bonds are there that satisfy the valency of carbon. Okay, this is all about the asymmetric or a dissymmetric molecules. And another condition is also there, that is the molecule should be non-superimposable. Okay, non-superimposable means there will be different mirror images. When we look at the mirror, there will be different mirror images. For example, Here F is there, Br, H, and here CH3. Okay, here is the mirror image, mirror. Okay, when we rotate this into clockwise direction, this is F, and this atom should be changes. Okay, the place of the atom should be changes. We have to see here, when we look this mirror image and compare to original, there will be different, there is no same. So that's why it is non-superimposable mirror image, non-superimposable mirror image. So this carbon atom is called it as a chiral carbon atom, or it is also called it as a stereo center. Okay, stereo center. When carbon atom is chiral, when carbon atom is chiral, then the molecule is optically active. Okay, this is all about the asymmetric or dissymmetric and also chirality. Okay, you have to see here, for asymmetric means there will be plane of symmetry is absent and center of symmetry is also absent. When plane of symmetry is absent, the molecule is optically active, and also chiral carbon is present. Chiral carbon means the carbon atom should bonded with the 4 different atoms, so that is chiral carbon atom. This carbon atom is sp3 hybridized because single bond is formed. And there will be also one condition is the non-superimposable mirror image. So in that we can conclude that the main 2 conditions for molecule should be optically active. Main 2 conditions for, you have to observe here, main 2 conditions. This is very important. Conditions to show optically active. Okay, first one is molecule must have chiral or asymmetric carbon. Okay, next second one is molecule must have no plane of symmetry. This is the main 2 conditions to obey the molecule for optically active. The molecule must have chiral or asymmetric. It means chiral means the carbon or a central atom should bonded with a 4 different atoms. There will be not only carbon is present, another atom is also bonded with 4 different atoms. That is called it as a asymmetric or a chiral. Okay, next second one is molecule must have a no plane of symmetry. It means plane of symmetry is absent. These are all about the chirality, asymmetric and dissymmetric. Next we will move on to the absolute and relative configuration. Absolute and relative configuration. It means D and L conformation. Okay, in the previous classes I was explained you about D and L rotations. Okay, in that first one, absolute and relative configuration, in that first one is D and L system. Okay, in that relative configuration. In that you have to observe here, in D and L system, the system mainly has been specify the configuration at the asymmetric carbon. They are using here asymmetric carbon, not asymmetric atom. They are using asymmetric carbon. It means in this system there will be, we have to know about the D and L configuration. Okay, and D and L configuration is present, that should be called it as a enantiomer. In the previous classes there will be conditions is there to form the molecule. It means first one is when we rotate right side, that have a D configuration. It means dextrorotatory. When plane polarized light is rotated in the left side, that is called it as a L form. When the molecule is optically active, it means D and L configuration is absent. So that molecules has a, call it as a enantiomer. Do you get it? D ಮತ್ತು L ಕಾನ್ಫಿಗರೇಷನ್ನು ಪ್ಲೇನ್ ಆಫ್ ಅಂತ ಅಂದರೆ ಪ್ಲೇನ್ ಆಫ್ ಪೋಲರೈಸ್ಡ್ ಲೈಟು ರೊಟೇಟ್ ಆಗದೇ ಇದ್ದು ಡಿ ಮತ್ತು ಎಲ್ ಕಾನ್ಫಿಗರೇಷನ್ನು ಮಿಕ್ಸ್ಚರಲ್ಲಿರುತ್ತೆ. ಓಕೆ, ಥರ್ಡ್ ಕಂಡೀಷನ್ಸು ನಾನು ಹೇಳಿದ್ದು ಬಿಫೋರ್ ಲಾಸ್ಟ್ ಕ್ಲಾಸಲ್ಲಿ. ಡಿ ಆ್ಯಂಡ್ ಎಲ್ ಕಾನ್ಫಿಗರೇಷನ್ ಬರ್ದೇ ಸಪ್ರೇಟಾಗಿ ಡೈರೆಕ್ಟಾಗಿ ಮಿಕ್ಸ್ಚರ್ ಆಫ್ ಈಕ್ವಲ್ ಅಮೌಂಟ್ಸ್ ಆಫ್ ಡಿ ಆ್ಯಂಡ್ ಎಲ್ rotation should be possible. That is called it as a enantiomer. The system mainly has been specified to the configuration at the asymmetric carbon atom. Means in this system the configuration of enantiomer is related. Okay, for example, andre how to show the optical isomerism for some examples. Okay, you have to see here how to conduct or how to ಸ್ಪೆಸಿಫೈ ಹೆಂಗೆ ಕಂಡಿಟ್ಕೊಳ್ಳೋದು ಅಂತ. ಡಿ ಮತ್ತು ಎಲ್ ಕಾನ್ಫಿಗರೇಷನ್ನ ಈಗ ನಿಮಗೆ ಬಯೋಮಾಲಿಕ್ಯೂಲ್ಸ್ ಏನಾದ್ರು ಕಾರ್ಬೋಹೈಡ್ರೇಟ್ಸ್ಗಳೇನಾದರೂ ಸಿಕ್ಕಿದ್ರೆ ಮಾಲಿಕ್ಯೂಲ್ಸಲ್ಲಿ, ಅದರಲ್ಲಿ ಡಿ ಕಾನ್ಫಿಗರೇಷನ್ ಹೆಂಗೆ ಕಂಡುಹಿಡಿಯೋದು ಮತ್ತು ಎಲ್ ಕಾನ್ಫಿಗರೇಷನ್ ಹೇಗೆ ಕಂಡುಹಿಡಿಯೋದು ಅನ್ನೋದನ್ನು ಹೇಳ್ಕೊಡ್ತೀನಿ. ಫಾರ್ ಎಕ್ಸಾಂಪಲ್, ಫಸ್ಟ್ ಒನ್ ಗ್ಲಿಸರಾಲ್ಡಿಹೈಡ್. ಓಕೆ, ಗ್ಲಿಸರಾಲ್ಡಿಹೈಡ್. Here the molecule should have asymmetric carbon atom. I am telling is the molecule should have asymmetric carbon atom, means this molecule is bonded with 4 different atoms. This is the glyceraldehyde. In that you have to observe here which one is a D configuration and which one is a L configuration. If OH group is present in right side, okay, if OH group is on right side, this is called it as a D form. It means D-glyceraldehyde. If when we rotate this will be goes here, then the configuration is HOH, CHO, CH2OH. When the OH group is in left side, on left side, that is called it as a L form. Okay, do you get it? When the OH group is in, ಇದರಲ್ಲಿ ಯಾವುದ್ರಲ್ಲಿ ಕಂಡುಹಿಡ್ಕೊಳ್ಳೋಕ್ಕಾಗತ್ತೆ ಅಂತ ಅಂದರೆ, ಈ ಥರ ಕಾರ್ಬೋಹೈಡ್ರೇಟ್ಸ್ಗಳು ಕೊಟ್ಟಿರ್ತಾರಲ್ಲ, ಈಗ ಗ್ಲೂಕೋಸು, ಫ್ರುಕ್ರೋಸು, ಸುಕ್ರೋಸು ಅಂತಂದರೆ ಹೈಡ್ರೋಕಾರ್ಬನ್ಸ್ಗಳಿರುತ್ತಲ್ಲ, ಹೈಡ್ರೋಕಾರ್ಬನ್ಸಲ್ಲಿ OH ಗ್ರೂಪು ರೈಟ್ ಸೈಡಲ್ಲಿದ್ದರೆ ಅದನ್ನು ಡಿ ಫಾರ್ಮ್ ಅಂತ ಕರಿತೀವಿ, ಅಂತಂದರೆ ಡಿ ಗ್ಲಿಸರಾಲ್ಡಿಹೈಡ್. ಅದೇ ಥರ OH ಗ್ರೂಪು ಲೆಫ್ಟ್ ಸೈಡಲ್ಲಿದ್ದರೆ ಎಲ್ ಫಾರ್ಮ್ ಅಂತ ಕರಿತೀವಿ, ಎಲ್ ಗ್ಲಿಸರಾಲ್ಡಿಹೈಡ್ ಅಂತ. ಗೊತ್ತಾಯ್ತಾ? ಈಗ ಇನ್ನೊಂದು ಎಕ್ಸಾಂಪಲ್ ಕೊಡ್ತೀನಿ ನೋಡಿ. ಲ್ಯಾಕ್ಟಿಕ್ ಆ್ಯಸಿಡ್ನ ತೊಗೊಂಡ್ರೆ ಲ್ಯಾಕ್ಟಿಕ್ ಆ್ಯಸಿಡ್ನ ತೊಗೊಂಡ್ರೆ this carbon, again I am telling the asymmetric carbon atom should be present. Okay, asymmetric carbon atom means the carbon atom should bonded with the 4 different atoms. Okay, that should be called it as a asymmetric carbon atom. Here I am considering the lactic acid. You have to see here the OH group should be present in right side, so it is called it as a D-lactic acid. Then here this OH group is present in the left side, so it is called it as a L-lactic acid. ಗೊತ್ತಾಯಿತು ಅಂತ ಅಂದ್ಕೊಂಡಿದ್ದೀನಿ ಆಯಿತಾ. ಯಾವ ರೀತಿ ಕಂಡುಹಿಡಿಯೋದು when they are giving like this compounds. Okay, this is the how to know about the formation of D and L configuration. Okay, next here there will be only one asymmetric carbon atom is present, but when there are several asymmetric carbon atom is present, how to detect a D and L configuration, we have to know about that. ಇಲ್ಲಿ ನೋಡಿ, ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಕೇವಲ ಒಂದೇ ಒಂದು ಅಸಿಮೆಟ್ರಿಕ್ ಕಾರ್ಬನ್ ಆಟಮ್ ಇದೆ. ಅಕಸ್ಮಾತ್ ಒಂದಕ್ಕಿಂತ ಹೆಚ್ಚು ಅಸಿಮೆಟ್ರಿಕ್ ಕಾರ್ಬನ್ ಆಟಮ್ ಇದ್ದರೆ ಯಾವ ರೀತಿ ಕನ್ಸಿಡರ್ ಮಾಡ್ಕೊಳ್ಳೋದು ಅಂತ ನೋಡೋದಾದರೆ, ಇಲ್ಲಿ ನೋಡಿ, ಗ್ಲೂಕೋಸ್ C ಡಬಲ್ ಬಾಂಡ್ O COH H. Okay, I am writing directly. 1 2 3 4 5. Okay, here this is the one carbon atom, second, third, fourth, fifth. Okay, here OH H H OH OH H H OH. Okay, and another one is H OH OH H H OH H OH. Okay, you have to observe here there are so many asymmetric carbon atoms are present. It means one carbon atom should contains 4 different bonds, so that's why in that you have to consider the last carbon atom for making a D and L configuration. Here in the last carbon atom the OH group is should be present in the right side, so it is called it as a D form. If the OH group is present in the left side, that is called it as a L form. Okay, this is how the several asymmetric carbon atom is present. Okay, if D and L has also many disadvantages, and here also there will be difficult to know about the type of compounds. For example, here COOH H OH COH H COOH, like this compounds we cannot CH3. This is other compound CH OH COH H CH3. Okay, this is very difficult to know about the D and L form, because in the left side here also OH group is there, here also OH group is there. It is very difficult to know about the D and L configuration. This also many disadvantages, but in that we have to know about the when OH group is present in right side for asymmetric carbon atom, for different asymmetric carbon atom is present, last one we have to consider. But here this type of molecule it is difficult, this type of molecule should be difficult to know about the which is D and L configuration. This is all about the D and L configuration. Next class we will learn about the R and S system.